All right, if you're a Chargers fan, you are loving this. If you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but this channel fully dedicated to the Chargers gives you an outsider's look into your team. And here's something that Charger fans maybe have seen by now, and it's worth a deeper dive into it, is that Keenan Allen hasn't really said much. He has said a couple things, that he would like to play in Chicago or LA. Chicago seems out. LA could be the Rams as well, but the Rams signed Devontae Adams, so it's like, okay. He put this on his Instagram or Twitter. He retweeted or put this in his story that he run it back. There's Mike Williams already in. Keenan Allen. Now this is exciting. Now we keep throwing us names around, but like, how good really is Keenan Allen? And it's like, you know what? Last year on a bad Bears team with a rookie quarterback firing their coach, their interim coach comes in and he was like even worse in a weird way. He still had 70 catches for 700 yards, 7 touchdowns in 15 games. So even that is like good, because the 15 games he played all but 2 games, like an older guy, like what do we got? It's like, no, he's good. So the opportunity to come back to a team that he knows fairly well, city that he loves, he feels like more of a Charger than like the Midwest Bear guy all day long. So this is from a Bears article, or a Bears leaning article as well. So it's like, they even are like, yeah, it's probably not going to come back. It was exciting to see the Bears swing for Allen last season. He is a strong candidate to be a Hall of Famer, but it's like his interest in returning to the Bears for another season, but while doing so, the veterans laid out only 2 places, Chicago and LA. And this is what I was just saying. Devontae Adams is already there in LA. So it's like, let's go. The Chargers have the cap space. I love this more and more. Initially, I was like, nah, it's time to turn the page, move on. It's like, no, you know what? Gave an opportunity, didn't want to stay here, didn't want to restructure, traded him, got a 4th-round pick, used that. Life's good. All right, you know what? You want to come back? No hard feelings. Love to have you back. The team needs some more weapons. You're a veteran guy. Give us 1 year. Let's go. It's perfect. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on Keenan Allen. Want him back, or it's like, nah, I'm good either way, or let me know. All right. Next one is, this is interesting to me, is that what you need, really good news here. So PFF put out an article that grading each position by talent. And lucky for you, the things that you need, Chargers, it's a deep draft for. It's like, oh, this is why you got to be so thankful that you've got a good GM, because you can find these things later on, right? You don't have to reach for something in the first round. So quarterback, don't need a quarterback. Running back, A+ draft for running backs. And we just forget that. And that's why I wonder where Genty will go, because teams like, I just don't need to reach for you in the top 10, in the top 15. There's other running backs out there. So Omarion Hampton is a big one that nobody's talking about. I'm sorry, they're talking about, but it's just like, don't forget how special that guy is. PFF ranked 24. That puts you right in that Chargers area to draft him later on if Genty goes, or if Genty could somehow fall. But you don't even need to do that. You don't even need to run up there. There's Judkins, like, is unreal. Henderson, Dylan Sampson. You can wait on running back and fill up in other areas before that. Wide receiver, B-. I think that's fair, and I think this is maybe where you take a chance rather than waiting, because it's not as deep. So don't freak out if you don't get a running back in the first couple rounds. Tight end, same thing. We keep talking about this. Colston Loveland, I mean, I think he's great, but it's just, don't need to rush it. Elijah Arroyo and Mason Taylor, we keep talking about them. Whenever I bring up Mason Taylor, the jokes about Joy Taylor just crack me up in the comments. But it's just, I love Elijah Arroyo out of Miami. These dudes are good, and this is so all good there. Offensive tackle, you don't need. Interior offensive line, you need. It's not great, but you did adjust and make some moves there to find somebody for the interior offensive line. So you've got your prize free agent from the Eagles. You did draft the center from Andre James from the Raiders. So You don't need it as much, so that's good. Edge defender, A+. This is great. This is great for every team in the league. Everybody wants an edge defender. So to find out that you've got an opportunity to grab somebody there is awesome, and that there's going to be a ton of people available. Again, don't freak out in those first couple rounds because, again, you have 11 picks. Great opportunity to find somebody in the draft. And that's why, again, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much more I can repeat this from now to the draft. I really don't know if my brain can take it because it is the draft. That is where it starts and ends for NFL franchises. So because you guys didn't do a whole lot in free agency, it's not a big deal. It's really not. You got your prize free agent in the guard from the Eagles. Outside of that, re-signed, structure of the team's good, but it comes back to the draft. And to see these edge defenders, you could get a fifth-round edge defender that could produce. You saw it last year where your fifth-round corners are really producing, so much so that you let Asante Samuel go and just be like, let's see what you can find out there. That's where it's all at. Interior defensive line, A-. Again, this is not just you. This is every team in the league is going to want something there. So that's great. Linebacker, awesome. Don't really need a linebacker. Jahad Campbell's kind of the headliner, and that's it. Corner, same thing. You don't need a corner, but every team in the league does. Safety. So I like this article. It just kind of gives you an idea of what you can expect and what's out there come the draft and what you know you need. And don't freak out when you don't get it for the first round, second round, third round. Don't freak out on that. It'll come around later on with the depth that we see here. The other thing that's interesting is the best player in the second round, best day 2 player, guy that's just probably not going to go in the first round. Just talked about it. Running back, R.J. Harvey. That's a name to keep an eye on. Noel from Iowa State for wide receiver, name to keep an eye on. Mason Taylor, name to keep an eye on. These are guys in the second round that you can grab up, interior offensive lineman, the whole thing. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, let me know where you're at here. It's a weird time. Super excited. Got the free agency period done. Now there's just like this dead period. But it's like, let's get Keenan Allen. Like, why wouldn't we? Let's just get Keenan Allen, get to the draft, get our bearings, see if we need to get somebody post-draft. But this team, I guess I'm really interested to see what they do in the draft. Obviously, right? Duh. But I mean, they have done, you can see their mindsets. Like, we're not going to reach, we're going to get our offense and defensive lines good and then go from there. So I'm excited to see kind of how they do it and how they play it out. So again, let me know your thoughts in the comments and we'll see all of you on the next one.